My name is YEMI. I'm a photographer. I didn't study photography in school. I studied psychology in Obafemi University, Ife. I think life just had a way of driving me into photography. So I didn't study photography in school, but I started learning about photography while I was in university. And I think that's how I got into photography.
This is hashtag 50 African Stories. 31 stories discovered, 19 to go. Prepare to be inspired.
It's time to talk.
My first photography job was a wedding, and this was in 2015. I think I got the job through a friend of a friend who referred me, and I think they were looking for a a less cheaper alternative, might I say. And the friend said, "Oh, I know this guy is just starting photography," and referred me for the job. We did the introduction in a different place. We traveled to Onisha Waterfalls for a pre-wedding. We did a lot of things, and I think I was promised 20k, but I was paid 5k. My balance was never paid. I came into it because I also considered it profitable. I didn't imagine to do it on the scale at which I'm doing it now. I imagined a way lesser scale. But by the time we got into it, and the passion for it kept growing and the demand for it kept growing. So I think one of the toughest things I had to go through was consistency. Being a restless creative at art and being a curious person, naturally I was inclined to try my hands on many things. And the problem is that I knew how to do many things too well. So knowing what to focus on per time, if to focus on it and how to focus on it was quite a journey. And I think that was the most difficult thing for me starting out, knowing how to focus on what exactly it is I really wanted to do. But I think as time went by, I discovered that this is really what I'm meant to do, and I think I should just give it my all. And so, tunnel focus, 100%. We gave it our best shot, and to the glory of God, we're here. And in the moment of self-doubt, I think I just look back on the promises of God, and I understand that I look at where He's taking me from, I look at where He's taking me to, and I look at where I am, and I know that Christ in my boat. I can't sink in this storm, so I think that just keeps me going. Like they say, a single photograph is more than 1,000 words. I feel like the right photograph taken from the right angle, in the right time, of the right person, can make a whole lot of difference. And I think I've had several moments where I felt like this is why I do what I do. Over the years, in my workshops, in my trainings with other photographers, I've made it a quest to try and break down what makes a good photographer. And I think right now, I think if I check very well my journal, I've written number 118 different things that make a good photographer in different measures. But I think, like they rightly say, art is very difficult to judge. But I'll say what makes a good photograph is if the photograph does what it's intended to do. So I think being able to achieve that makes a good photograph. It's not about how beautiful it is, it's not about how trendy it is. I think if a photograph is able to evoke emotions and send a message, I think that's a good photograph. Staying true to my unique style is a journey that has not been funny, because we live in a time when, as creatives, we are boxed into that space of wanting to create for social media and wanting to create where the client or people want you to create like somebody else. But the battle that must be won is actually staying true to yourself. I read a quote somewhere and it said, the best thing you can be is yourself, because every other person is taken. Struggling to be like another person or struggling to be another version of another person is going to be counterproductive, because as long as that person is alive, you will always be second best. So the best thing you can always be is you, and I remind myself about that daily. YEMI, just be you, and people that love you and accept your art for what it is, people that connect to your art will come to you and they will respect your art. But if you don't respect and accept your art for who you are and what it is, then nobody's going to respect it. So you are your own number one fan, you are your own number one critic, and accept yourself first, and then the world, they have no choice other than to. I'm an African, and this is my story.